Hang on just a second. Let me. Get on the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I don't know if you can. I'm bringing up the chat right now, so. That sounded horrible. Let me change this. I don't know why it does that. Okay, let's see. Okay, Valerie, stop it. No. I'm looking here. You guys can hear me okay? I don't sound like I'm underwater or anything like that. Let's see if anybody's in here. Good morning. Well, I hope everybody can hear me.
Good morning.
Can you hear me, Todd?
What? Yes.
I almost fell for it.
Hey, I like your hair down.
Thanks.
Very cute.
Thank you. It's grown a lot.
Yeah.
You
look like a Barbie doll.
I don't know about that.
Only you're not. What they said the actual measurements of a Barbie, if she was real, would be like 6 feet 8 inches tall and have a waist of like 15.
Morning, Mike. Yeah. I actually seen Barbie once. The real live Barbie.
Huh.
I seen her in a car, and I think she must have played the character or something, because she had a pink Corvette. Yeah, but she looked like she had a botch job. I mean, she looked, but I think she thought she looked good. We were in LA. Riding back to the airport. But you know how people have those, jobs done and everything, and then they think they look great, but it's the other people, I mean, I just can't. I couldn't do that. That would just be. She looked like she had a lot of work done.
Yeah.
But
I think if you knew the person before,
yeah,
it's even worse. I mean, if you'd been familiar with their face before, then
yeah.
After is yeah.
Thank you, Patty. You said love your hair, Valerie.
It's cute.
You know, I'm really struggling with everything. It looks, I like it down, but I don't like when hair is in my face. So I have a real hard time with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
I was
struggle.
watching one of the last Mummy and the Monkey videos. You know their channel?
Yeah.
And she had her black hair in front of the camera for nearly the whole garage sale they went to.
Gosh.
It was just swinging back and forth. You couldn't see anything she was looking at. And she put in little captions, hair bad and hair again.
Yeah. And it's not so bad if I have it down, but when I have it up, I mean it's completely gray underneath, but um
Uh,
so I had an issue with my headphones. Uh I tell you, these headphones are like the devil. Um let's go in. And uh so I was trying to yesterday I had a problem with them because I couldn't keep them charged. And so I started looking at them, and one of the wires was showing, and it actually sparked at me.
ooh,
Okay, I'm not using that cord no more. So I was trying to figure out, I found a cord that would charge them, but I'm not sure. I was worried that you guys wouldn't be able to hear me.
yeah, I
That
hear you fine.
uh,
You sound like you're a little farther away, but you sound fine.
okay. As long as I don't sound like I'm underwater or anything like that, then I'm good. Thank you, Shirley. Just wearing it down today. I don't know. I'm sure it'll go up eventually, but I thought I would wear it down for the show.
Hmm.
I like it down because when I have it up, it tends to give me a headache. But six of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm
Yeah.
tempted to chop it all off, but
Either way, you look good in short hair too.
yeah, I I I don't mind the short hair. It seems like when it's longer, I fuss with it. But
Is it my imagination, or is your hair longer on the left side than the right side?
I don't know. It's probably just the
Oh no, you had it some of it tucked back. Okay.
yeah. But it's longer in the front than it is in the back. The
Yeah.
back shorter.
Oh. So the
So,
latest on my bank account is they still have left that money in from the air conditioning
really?
fix. And I called the air conditioning company up and they called their people and said, no, we got our money and it shows paid and everything.
And you
She
talk
said, have you called your bank? I said, heck no, I ain't going to call Bank of America.
I I'm
If
sorry.
they want to make a mistake and put another several thousand back in my account, I'm good with that. And they have taken advantage of so many people down through the years. I wouldn't feel sorry one bit if they lost my money in the system and just let me keep it. But I'm not spending it for quite a while. If it's there a month from now, I don't know. It would be tempting then to go ahead and
I could guarantee that there's something going on, but I'm sure they're gonna find it. So
yeah, I don't doubt it, but
one way or the other. I'm sure it's a bank thing more than likely. Morning, Sally.
Morning.
Hi, Sally.
Like
Hey,
some kind of weird look on your face, like you've been doing
Uh,
something you shouldn't have been doing.
I've just been hella busy this morning.
Hella busy.
Yeah,
Doing what?
I have to ship out 5 packages.
Woo!
only had 2. You beat the snot off of me.
Say hi on the-
It's because I listed. Look
Aha. Funny how that works.
at there.
So
I'm not-
did you sell some of the things like immediately that you listed?
Yeah. I sold that Pokemon game last night
Dream
Okay.
on time.
for $55.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Very, very good.
Yeah, and I sold that shirt, that Gitano shirt that I listed the other, like, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago?
Mhm.
I listed that because I was,
Can you hear me okay?
huh?
Why is the camera off?
Because I'm eating a bagel.
Oh my gosh.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so I had a little snafu with my headphones yesterday. I couldn't get them to charge, and then I started looking at the cord, and it sparked at me. I'm lucky I didn't have it on my head and my hair hanging down because it probably would have caught my hair on fire.
Oh my gosh.
Would have been a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, but
So,
you can hear me all right.
yeah. As long as you don't put on a mask, we're fine.
Well, that ain't gonna happen unless I'm forced to. I did finally. Well, Tina brought me one. But I don't like those. Those are way too constricting. Those N95 ones.
hmm
I did purchase one, and but I haven't worn it yet. It's still in my. It's just in my purse. But it's one of those that you can tie back. It's not a elastic one.
hmm
Morning, Julie. Anissa says she's working on taxes.
Ew.
I got working on that. Texas Val says, girlfriend, your hair is long. It,
hmm
it is long, but
It is long.
I don't, I'm not liking it.
Mm.
See, I don't
I
like
wouldn't like it if it was on my head either.
Guess that's one way to get hair shorter. Yeah, well, hair fire.
Need a hair fryer?
Instead of hellfire, it's hair fire.
Mhm. Yeah.
How are you gonna get it short? Hmm?
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I
Mm.
haven't I haven't made up my mind. Not sure.
I'm not sure about that, Hank. Valerie, do you know
What's that?
if you block somebody on Posh, do they receive offers likers if they already liked an item previously?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think that they would.
Because I think that blocks all
hmm
communication, everything. But yeah, I don't know for sure. I mean, that's the way it would be if I ran Poshmark, but that don't mean nothing.
And like, do your offers to likers go off if you change the item? Like if they put a heart on something and you change like the size or something, will it take the heart off?
I don't know.
Mm,
It won't. I don't think it'll take the fold off.
Oh. No.
But I don't know that for sure. That's just what I think.
No.
Anyone's guess. Really.
I know, Hank, I had somebody on that tiger palm shirt that I got at Walmart for $5. I had some guy, he's a seller too, and it really pissed me off because on the comment section he put that you can get these at for $5 at Walmart. Why are you selling it for so much? And I think I responded to it. I don't know if I responded to it or not, actually, but I was going to, saying, hello, not everybody has these at their Walmart, and maybe some people don't have a Walmart to go to.
Right.
Lori's in the green room.
mhm.
I don't know. If you're a seller, you shouldn't do that to other people. That's just messed up.
You know the game. You know
Yeah.
it's cheap and sell it. You
Well,
know.
thing is he sells his stuff dirt cheap. $6 here, $7 here. I'm like, dude, I mean, I have stuff that I have priced low too, but he has all his stuff priced low, it seems like.
Right.
But anyways, I blocked him.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Morning, Lori.
Good morning. I'm playing with
How
toys.
is Splinter Finger this morning?
I got it out. I sat and dug. Don't have much of a fingernail left, but I got it out. The baking soda
Good.
trick did work. It backed it out enough to where I could almost get hold of it, so I had to kind of work with it. Kept soaking it and stuff with peroxide, and I
Mm.
tried every trick with the Dawn dishwasher,
Yeah.
and I was like, So I sat here with my tweezers, my clippers, and my little razor knife, and just because it hurt. If I bumped it, it brought tears to my eyes. It was
Oh,
kind of down at an
I
angle.
bet.
I was like,
Oh, man.
What's making the noise?
It's called a battle hamster.
Okay.
Wow.
Sound like a hamster fart right there.
Did you change your shirt, Valerie?
Do what?
Did you just change your shirt?
No.
Well, that sounds like a rooster.
Oh.
No.
It said try me, so I'm trying it.
For some reason, I thought you were wearing a light colored shirt.
No.
No, not yet fishing and picking. I go on the 13th for the other half of the sleep study, where they actually put the thing on me. So
Yeah.
That'll be so good for you, Lori.
me too. I'm so tired. I mean, literally tired of waking up tired. I want to crawl back into bed right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
I
It's
got so much I
very
gotta
hard to get going and keep yourself going, you know.
You don't feel. I don't feel motivated at
you
all.
have
So
stuff to do, but if you have
you just don't
stuff
feel like
to do,
doing it.
that keeps you a little motivated, but
Yeah,
you just still
it's
you
making
have to
yourself.
work.
It's making yourself do it. That's the hard part. It's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I slept 8 hours. I got up once, but I don't feel like I've had any sleep at all.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
but now that I know what the problem is and it's going to be taken care of, I think it'll be better. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, but now they're going to do a pulmonary function test too. So that's done on the 23rd.
Pulmonary function test. So it's like
It just measures all of your levels that you can like the amount of air that you can hold in your lungs and the amount of air that you can pull in, because they want to,
Mhm.
you don't have COPD or, emphysema. It's all protocol-ish.
Mhm.
And probably with your oxygen level being so low, that probably, you know, triggered that.
Mhm. That's what I'm thinking. So guess I
So
could have brushed my hair this morning.
formality.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
you didn't have to brush your hair for so long, so you
I
probably just forgot.
it's like I forgot. Sometimes I wake up and it's cold. I don't even have to spike it; it's spiked on its own.
See, this
Oh,
is this is the My Air app that I was telling Maggie about the other day.
that's
And
cool.
like it gives you a score at the top, and then
What's good mass? That's kind of cool.
Tells you how many events you have, that you had a good math fill,
Hmm.
mhm.
That's
how
cool.
many hours you used it.
2.3 events per hour. What is that? Still measuring your where you stop breathing, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's a lot better than what you had, basically.
Oh yeah. I
Because
had
you
I
were
had
like
over
in the
100.
hundreds. Yeah, I'm at
Yeah.
88, so every hour. So
That's still bad.
yeah, because that's well, I averaged it out. That's 30 minutes an hour that I'm not breathing. You
Yeah.
know, I was like, good lord, you're probably like at 45 minutes or so, but still 30 minutes that you're not on average that you're not
Yeah.
breathing. That's kind of scary.
That is very
So
scary.
thank God it don't happen all at once, or you'd be dead. You know, it's like.
Right?
And I thought I got to thinking because my son, he's like he falls asleep on just he'll sit down on the couch and within 2 minutes and he makes all these weird noises. He's like, or he'll go like he's having trouble, and he'd be setting up doing that. So I can imagine what his CPAP level would be
Oh yeah.
if they were to test him. He's probably worse off than I am. So and
I
he's
I
only
know I know
let's see,
Job has sleep apnea.
he's going to be 29, I think. So I mean, he's still young, but
He either has sleep apnea or he might actually have um that thing that I was telling you that I think I have. Well, I did a test on the internet, and it's like the
mm-hmm.
narcolepsy.
narcolepsy with cataplexy. And I think that's what he has is the mostly the cataplexy part,
Mm-hmm.
because he will get to the point to where he cannot keep his head up. He can't stand up. He'll be in the kitchen cooking food because he'll feel like he's like super hungry.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a sugar thing too, but I definitely think he has an apnea,
Hmm.
because he's always really tired and he never feels like he gets enough rest.
Yeah. Mission and Pickens.
What?
After 4 hours, 4+ hours, and 30 plus messages on eBay for business, I got 9 out of the 10 negative feedbacks removed yesterday.
Cool.
Oh, good job.
That's good.
Well, if they're going to remove 9, why wouldn't they do all of them? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Because you
At
didn't talk to 10 million people, probably.
least 9 out of 10 better than the 5 they said initially yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that they were only going to do 5,
Yeah.
that that's all that they could remove. What's
Good. I mean, I know that took a lot of time out of your day and everything, but you know, well worth it to get those removed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, is you never know. That could happen to anybody.
Yeah, and if I'm buying from somebody on eBay and I see they've got a 98.7 or something, that doesn't bother me. I'll buy from them because I know that the other 1.3% are negatives, or that just happens, you know.
Yeah.
Now, if they got a 78%, I'm like, I don't think so.
Oh, Hank. You got some shit going on over there, don't you?
Who that?
I should just having tons of assholes bugging her and
Wow. This is a, I got a suspension lifted last week by messaging eBay for Business. Well, that has seemed to be the way to go.
It does. They seem to pay more attention than if you call the, call center. eBay for Business stays on. I mean, they're right on top of it.
What I would really like them to do is put a chat on the site. So, how a lot of companies have the chat on their website. Where you don't have to call nobody, you can just chat with somebody. I think that would do a little bit better. So you can still work while you're talking to them.
Right.
But I guess the eBay for Business place that's better than nothing. Shirley says, you guys are so important to start my day. This flood has made me feel so much and so powerful. You can't imagine.
Carlos. Yeah.
My friends. I know, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Exactly, Anissa. They reported gouging on a non-essential. I messaged them right up and said, look at this, please. They said, yeah, it's an error and left the suspension immediately. See, a lot of them are told, or a lot of them say that once there's a suspension that they can't move it or they can't do anything with it, which I call bullshit on that one. But
yeah,
yeah,
me too. They're like, we can't go back. It's all in the computer, and they'll tell you everything that they can to shut you down on it.
Well, I have 9 going out today.
9? Good job.
I got 2, and one of them's that watch. I'm praying.
Yeah.
That all goes well.
Is it in the States?
No, it's going to Singapore. So that's what I'm worried about. But they paid right away. So, I mean, it's.
Did you put insurance?
I put insurance on it, yeah. I insured it for its amount and everything. So.
And GSP, right?
Yeah, and GSP.
Yeah.
So it's covered.
You're good. Yeah, you'll be okay.
You'll be fine.
It's just one of those where you just, bite your nails the whole time. So, plus I'm not going to touch the money in case something does happen. It's like it'll stay in there until I get the green flag. So, but it is what it is. It's like, but it's like somebody had said one of the other group pages that Singapore is one of the richest nations right now, so they can afford anything like that. So
Singapore is the richest of the Asians. That's what oh god, the guy that plays Chow in the Hangover movies. I just watched a comedy thing with him. He used to be a doctor.
The guy, he's on Masked Singer too.
I think
one of the judges. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yes. And that's what he said. He's like, "Where are you guys from?" And they said Singapore, and he goes, they're the richest of the Asians.
Mhm.
But Singapore's lovely.
Mhm.
It is a very pretty place.
Mhm.
Mike said expensive watch, I guess.
Yeah, it's sold for 1,000. So.
Oh, you got 1,000 for it?
Mhm.
Good job.
Mhm. Yeah.
Very good.
Wow.
I think I've only sold one thing.
That's my best, which I just put up a video about it. My best sale ever. My biggest sale ever. Highest
Yeah.
dollar amount. So I'm happy with that.
That's awesome. Good job.
I am tickled pink.
Yeah, it's good when we can flip stuff like that. How much did you pay for it again?
I paid, it was in a $25 jewelry bag, so probably
Mm,
less than $1. You
awesome.
know, couple, at least less than $1.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I listed the Pokemon game that I got this last weekend. Um, and I didn't even think about I actually forgot that I bought those games and pulled them out and started pricing them yesterday, and I'm like, ooh, this is nice. And of course, like some of them were going for like 80, 85. Um, and I put mine down to, I think I had 70 on it, and I
Mhm.
took 55. So,
How much?
but it was just kind of like a fast nickel thing, or $2 for that game.
Wow.
Yeah, I paid $2 for each of the games. So
It's a good deal.
yeah, and that's where I bought the silver at too. I need to pull that out. Silver, and I think I got 3 or 4 pieces of silver and some costume jewelry. And then but I think I only paid at that sale, I think I only paid $40
Uh-huh.
for all the clothes and everything that I got. And I got those Columbia vests and
Did you do a video?
no.
Why not? You should do
Because it's either video or list. Video or list.
video and then the list.
Well, next time. I don't know how many yard sales I'm going to be going to this weekend because it's freaking pouring here.
Is it?
It's been raining all night.
Well, on the app, it said abundant sunshine.
What does that mean?
That's what I've been waiting for.
The heavens are opening up.
Mhm. Yeah, the majority of my stuff that's going out is clothing, but there's some kind of Disney disc. It's almost like a pod thing.
Mm-hmm.
Disney.
Hmm.
What else do I have? Hearing aids, hearing aid batteries, not hearing aids.
Oh, yeah.
And then, um,
You don't save hearing aid batteries for
huh?
your watches?
No,
Save them for your watches.
you can't use them with your watches.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you?
There's some.
Oh, I just buy the
Yeah.
back. Yeah, and then I sold a
The
purse.
list is on should be on the squad. It's like there's different numbers or whatever,
Right.
and there's like 7 different alternates that you can use.
Okay.
So, like a LR621 is the same as an AG1 and the same as a LR60 and the same as a 164
Right.
and so on and so forth.
Is that accurate? Are you just like rolling that off your tongue, or are you bullshitting?
No, I'm sitting here looking at my list. I
Rattling that stuff off. I'm
I
like,
ain't that good. I have it posted right. I have it hung right on the side of my desk so that I can see, if I have if I need a battery that's a LR41, then I can use a AG3 or a LR41 with it.
okay.
So just because you get, I mean, so I don't think so though. I could be wrong, I guess. Todd, are you listening?
He's
Huh?
off.
I'm sorry. I was down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I was looking at silver
So-
prices have gone up like 35 cents an ounce this morning. I was looking at the chart.
Ooh, nice.
Anyway, what was your question?
Are hearing aid batteries just for hearing aids?
I haven't seen anything else they go in.
You don't think that you would use any hearing aid batteries for watch batteries, like that they cross reference?
No.
Oh,
Mainly because when companies build something like a hearing aid, they want you to buy their company batteries to go with them.
Mhm.
Oh.
So they make them a certain size that you can only get those type of batteries until the Chinese catch up and start making
yeah.
start making them for 15 cents when they cost
R549.
$15 a piece from the hearing aid company.
The heck?
Well, I have some hearing aid batteries. I wanted to find them so that I could see what number they were.
Yeah, of all the watches I put batteries in, that's quite a few, you must admit. I've never put a hearing aid battery in any of them.
Yeah.
It's never called, and I have at least 40 different watch battery for types of watch batteries right now in my
Right.
little.
I have a lot too. I actually started myself off with a package that had, I think it had like 5 or 6 of each, like it went down the list: AG1, AG2, AG3, AG4,
Yeah.
AG5. It went down the list, but then I have this cross-reference list that has like 7 different alternatives. So if you need an AG1, then you can still put a LR60 in it or a LR726 in it.
Yeah. I don't know why some of the batteries have 2 different code names or 3 different code names. And
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that maybe your AG1, maybe you have an AG1 and you have a LR621 hearing aid battery, and it could go in that watch that needs the AG1.
Yeah, well, that's possible. I just am telling you, I never have. But I'm not the expert.
Yeah, but you're not seeing, like, you're not taking them out of a hearing aid package and putting them in a watch.
Right.
You're you're taking a you know, a battery with a number on it and putting it in a watch. And it could very well be a hearing aid battery.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean?
I have gotten some hearing aid batteries like in a box lot from an estate sale
Mhm.
and sold them on eBay, but they weren't.
Okay.
I don't remember them even being the shape of any batteries that go in a watch. That seemed like they were really small but really thick.
Yeah.
Okay. These are a 312 and they're hearing aid batteries.
Mhm.
Now a 312. Well, damn it, you might be right.
I
Damn it.
would agree with Todd. I don't think they're interchangeable.
Because there's no 312 on here.
How many
Oh, shit.
volts does that say on it? Voltage.
1.45.
Yeah, and I think most watch batteries are like 3 point something. But yeah,
Another thing I usually do for my watch batteries is because I don't just like keep I mean, I keep a stock usually, but I don't like say, oh, I'm getting low on these, so I need to order these or whatever. Usually with my coupon for eBay bucks, I can go find a package of batteries for $1 or $2 free shipping. And, it might be coming from wherever, but at least they'll, you just, buy your, use your eBay bucks with that. And, that you got them for free, basically.
Morning, Myra.
Larry, who's Larry?
I don't know who Larry is. Morning, Larry. Whoever you
My brother-in-law's
Yeah.
name's Larry.
are. My neighbor's Larry.
I've been called Larry a few times in my life.
Larry, Daryl, and Daryl.
Yes, Shirley. Me and Brandon are supposed to have an appointment in Grayling on the 1st to recheck our hearing aids and stuff and see how they're going for us. And they called and canceled this morning because they said that their Traverse City office is flooded, and so they're not working right
gosh.
now. So and I didn't even know that there was any flooding issues in Traverse City, but I guess there is. We've just been getting so much rain that it's just causing problems here and there. Yeah, there's water in places that isn't supposed to have water, and then places that's supposed to have water doesn't have water. It's insane.
Mm. So I put a jewelry video.
You what?
But I put out a new jewelry video
Oh, you did?
yesterday.
Yesterday?
I was yesterday.
I have to watch that.
I think I've got 3 or 4 out now. Recent.
I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, she said she needs coffee. She meant Lori.
I know
Not
she
Larry.
meant. I just giving her a hard time.
Good morning, Tom.
You can call me Larry, just don't call me late for dinner.
There you go.
I need more coffee too.
We're late for breakfast for that matter.
Oh,
Oh. So what's everybody doing this weekend?
I
I don't either. Teresa will be home, so it could be anything. So I don't plan anything.
my since I'm on the buying freeze, I really can't go and buy, you know. I'm
I'm
trying,
really on the buying freeze now. I can't go anywhere.
yeah, but I'm trying to take that seriously because I don't need to buy anything. I have plenty of clothing. I have plenty of everything else.
Hmm.
There's no reason for me to. But then again, I need to go shoot. I need to go to the shooting range and do some shooting. So I may do that. Um,
Hmm.
but I've got a lot of stuff here that I need to get done too. So
Well, my truck put a stop to my buying, so she's finally like, you're done. I'm done. Crack. So
I mean
Did you
that's
get a diagnosis on your truck? How much it's going to
my
cost? And
well,
everything?
my son works on semis for a living, so he's going to come over and look at it before I send it to the um, Firestone. He said, "Mom, it could be just your shift linkage piece that's attached to the transmission." He said, "If it come off of there, or if that cable broke, it's easily fixed." He said, "Even the cable itself is an easy fix. It's just a lot of taking things off and replacing it,
Yeah.
as far as the
You
clips
could
and
run into a lot of little problems like
yeah,
that. It's your little side swipe from the
oh yeah,
truck you had.
yeah." So I mean, he's like, "I'll get under there and look at it and see what we can do." He said, "If I can't fix it, you'll have to send it to Firestone." He said, "But I think I can." He said, "Based on what I do for a living, a regular truck should be easy compared to what I work on every day." He said, "The only difference is yours is on the column instead of on the floor. So he says, and it's a lot
Hmm.
smaller parts." He said, "But I think I can fix it." He said, it might cost me about $200 in parts, or depending on if I have to get them from the dealer. If I have to get them from the dealer, they're probably gonna cost me double that. But if he can
Sure.
get them from a local um, auto parts store,
Mhm.
it might be 150. So we'll see. I have faith in him.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be
Good
one
to
of
be
two
in this.
things. What's that?
It's good to be in this
Yeah.
eBay business. You can take a few days to find the best plan of action on a broken car instead of
Hmm.
needing it for work tomorrow.
Yeah. That's the one good thing. So we always got Teresa's Jeep if I need to go anywhere, or if I have to have something to drive. Plus, my one lives across the street, and the other one lives like 5 minutes away. So I have other alternatives if I have to go somewhere. So,
Right.
but and my daughter lives right up the street, so it's
Yeah. You got them all around, huh?
oh yeah, I
Ooh,
got.
oh,
And my other brother lives in Lebanon, which is like 15 minutes, and my oldest brother lives in Independence, Kentucky, which is about 30 minutes. So we're all within, close to each other.
yeah.
So my son's the one who lives furthest away. He lives a whole hour away. But that's where she lives, so he's going to live where go where she goes.
I totally get it.
Which I'm thankful for her because she's pushing him in the right direction. So,
Yep.
oh.
It ain't too close,
What?
You keep your kids in the same house.
Do what?
Tom said that's too close. You don't have no room to talk.
Oh, I love having my family close. So just pop right on over whenever they want. I don't have to wait for them to come in on a plane or a train or whatever.
Yeah.
So
All of us sisters have lived with each other, and you know,
I don't see my one brother. He lives
we
15 minutes away, but that's his choice, so not mine.
I said all of us sisters have lived with each other.
Yeah, at one time or another, we've all lived in the same house with each other as adults.
Yep.
Sometimes that's the best way to go, you know. Up and,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
just wish I had a big enough place to where everybody could live there if they wanted to, you know.
That's what I always said. If I ever won the lottery, I'd buy the biggest piece of land and put a house for each one of my siblings on it,
Mm-hmm.
and have a great big lake for all of us to, have fun on, and just, but live far enough apart on the property where they have their privacy as well,
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would love to do. And have like maybe a big clubhouse built where we can have parties instead of having it at the house itself. Have that one big area and like a
Hey.
pavilion or something.
Trailer park.
What's that?
You said just build yourself a big old trailer park.
Yep. With a pay lake in the middle of it, so that funds all of our parties.
On a clubhouse.
Yeah, and a clubhouse. With a business in the front and party in the back.
That's what our Uncle Dan did. A trailer park and he filled it up and he had a clubhouse with a pool.
Uh-huh.
And it was like and that's where we had a lot of our little get-togethers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do 50 and over. People live in the trailer park 50 and over. Well, maybe not to 90 because some of us do still like to party. We might. Here, it's in the rules. By 10 p.m., take out your hearing aids so you don't hear the rest of us.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it's so crazy. It's so crazy because I will go in the bathroom and I have a fan against my window in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And with my hearing aids, it's loud. I mean, it's not like super loud like my other fan in here. I can't even have that on during the show because you wouldn't be able to hear me. But if I go in the bathroom and I take out my hearing aids, it's like, oh my God, it's so quiet. It's too quiet.
I bet you sleep really good though.
Mm.
Because you can't hear anything.
Yeah, if I hear stuff, like I my mind starts running.
Oh my!
Picking.
I don't want to hear anything.
He said my father charges
Nothing.
us when we visit. Over to grill out and drink too much, have to stay the night, and send the bill on the bedroom door for our night stay.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That sounds like something my dad would have done. Just to be a goofball. This ain't no bed and breakfast. Get up, damn it. That's what he'd say.
Sleep all day.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Rita.
Rita.
Up and at 'em. Keep you on there blowing revelry on the trumpet.
I got my sparkle yesterday.
Sparkle,
What is that? What's the sparkle?
It's jewelry cleaning
cartoon.
stuff.
What is it?
Jewelry cleaning solution and stuff. So I got this big bottle. And I got.
Have you smelled it yet?
Yes, it's good.
I love the smell of that stuff.
Yeah.
I wish there was like a
spray bottle.
Oil that smelled like that.
It's peppermint and aloe, I think.
It does smell really good.
Would that work in one of those machines that you put your jewelry in and it like shakes?
I'm sure
because I just bought one of those from the thrift shop when it opened. I found it and I thought, oh, I'm gonna sell that. And I thought, no, wait a minute, I'm gonna keep that for myself.
2 brushes.
Because I was buying that stuff from Walmart, and if it sits too long, it gets kind of jelly.
A jar.
Gross.
What's in the jar?
Huh?
What's that?
In the jar.
The jar.
Nothing's in the jar. It's well, I mean, I put stuff in the jar, but I took it from out of here. It's the same. This one and the other one are the same. It's just a cleansing spray and then cleansing serum refill. So like I could put that stuff in the jar, but it's the same stuff.
Tom.
And then I got this cloth, which is used to clean the jewelry that is wet, and then this is for drying.
Oh, cool.
It's like a
You don't have to
almost
go home,
feels
but
like
you
a
can't stay
sham
here.
wow or something, you know.
That's the
25
closing-
bucks.
How much?
25.
That's not bad. That's the closing song, Tom. Closing time. Do, 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 do. That's what we play at the end of our parties at out in the bar. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's how everybody knows it's time to go home. When
They
Trisha
played
plays
that song out, man. Oh
Yep.
my god. They played that song out when it was popular. And then it was like, oh my god, I can't listen to the song anymore.
That's the only time we play it is when we want everybody to go home and
Yeah.
start closing up the bar. We have those of you do not know, we have a 10-foot by 16-foot yard barn, and half of it is a bar, literally.
Wow.
In fact, I showed in one of my videos how I went from, my office to the metal barn to that barn and to where I'm at now. And it shows the front of it. It's got party in the front, business in the back at that time. And there was more partying in the front than there was in the business in the back. Because it's a stocked bar. We never have to go anywhere but out in our own yard.
Yeah.
No, I'm not close to that, Tom, where the two dams broke. Shirley is.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I am not. There is some flooding here. It's not major like that is, but morning, Dottie.
Sorry.
But they're obviously having some problems up by Traverse City, which, they're close to a
Yeah.
huge lake too.
Morning, Carol. That Carol, she's trouble.
Yeah. Hi, Carol. Yeah, a little does. I had somebody ask me about a brooch last night, and I pulled it out, and I'm like, it looks a little dingy. They wanted a couple of other pictures of it.
Mhm.
And so I got that stuff out and I cleaned it up real nice, and it was shiny. And it didn't take much.
It makes a big difference on a piece.
Jewelry.
Got some junk on it.
We're supposed to get more rain here, and last time it rained like that, they wanted to evacuate. I'm like, wait a minute. My sister said, and they even had it on the news that they were going to evacuate the park. I said, so my sister called me. I said, not me. I'm up on the hill. I said, it'd have to rain asshole deep to a giraffe for me to have to evacuate. I said, there's no way that creek's going to rise that high, and the lake won't come up that high either.
Yeah.
So it was the people down bottom they were concerned about because it was flooding. And so I took a drive down there and looked around. It's because the drains were clogged. So I went and got maintenance. I said, it's flooding down here because all these drains got leaves over top of it. So they went and cleared them out, and there it went. So, duh. Because people, it was rising up in their yards and everything. It's like, that's why you got to keep them drains clean.
Well, I was looking yesterday when it was raining, and because it's been raining here since yesterday. Whenever it comes down off the street, it's curving and going like, because I don't have a driveway, like a hard driveway, I just have dirt. So it's coming down the driveway towards my garage, and it's all sitting right there, and I get like a lake effect. from it. And so what I need to do is reroute that to where it comes straight down, because that's where I want to put my garden at. So I need to reroute it from the street to where, and all I would have to do is like just build, dig a little trench, to keep it from
This
all
place is
piling up right there.
the lower level of this place is only flooded twice. Once in '79 when a dam broke further down the creek down into, it's probably about maybe, I don't know, about 5 or 6 miles to the south of us, and it broke and flooded the whole bottom half of the mobile home park. But that the one area at that time was nothing but a field. We had our ball field down there and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And the lower level part, uh, some of those trailers were up on a levee. So because there's a creek that you have to cross a creek to get into the mobile home park, so that whole lower level was flooded, and it was coming up to the backs of the trailers, but it didn't come up all the way up that hill. We had propane tanks break loose or were floating, into the cornfield down. It had taken a couple cars with it, and one kid got swept up, but he was able to grab a hold of a tank that hadn't been broke loose yet. He's down there hanging on. And then the lower level, when they put the new trailers in, they took out the field and put those new mobile homes in on that area. It flooded. The creek flooded really, really bad, and it come up into their trailers and stuff. So, but that's the only time that's ever flooded.
Yeah, we've never had flooding while they've lived here.
Better
We've
find you,
been here 6 years, 5 years.
better find you some wood.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the road is a lot higher than what we are.
Mm-hmm.
And we have actually been trying to make our driveway more solid, because it's too much to do cement or asphalt or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been looking around at like maybe some rock, or having some rock brought in or something like that, just to be able to like step it up a little bit. It's really hard when you have to go somewhere and it's freaking flooded out there.
Yeah.
How's your little garden doing, Sally? I finally got one little baby mater about the size of a dime.
I got peas. I got peas that are taking off, man.
I got radishes that's sprouted.
Me too.
And then
Yeah.
the peas. And I got corn. I got like 6 stalks of corn growing.
We haven't started our corn yet.
I forget what else.
Maybe
I
next
made
week.
a pumpkin plant, so I wouldn't have to buy my pumpkin this year. So I got a pumpkin plant going. Cucumbers,
Yeah.
peppers. The only thing
I'm
that's
gonna
not
do pumpkins too.
the only thing that's not sprouted is my potatoes have sprouted. Is the strawberries haven't sprouted yet, and I planted them about the same time I planted the radishes.
Mm-hmm.
And my green beans haven't come up. And I'm thinking those should be at least breaking the top of the soil.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get in there and maybe dig around and maybe break open those little, because I use them little Jiffy pods, and see if maybe they just not coming through or something. I don't know. Unless it got too much water from the rain, but I don't know.
What is that, Hank? She said millings could work as like a filler.
Some millings.
Oh, like gravel? Oh, Hank says the deer are annihilating hers.
Part-time picker had a nighttime video of a deer jumping his fence and eating up all of his.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would have them probably in my front yard getting at it. They're on my, I still haven't planted them yet. They're still, I took them from inside because they were on my kitchen table, and they went after because we have next to our trash can we have a can bag, or a can trash can, for all of our bottles and cans, and we we fill it up and then we take it out to the garage, so we had ants come in and get after that bag, and they were getting after my garden too that was on my table. So I was just like, okay, I'm putting it outside, I hope it doesn't get too cold. And then now it's like I need to get it planted because they're out there drowning because I've gotten so much rain. She says millings are cheaper than gravel and the fancy stuff. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, reclaimed asphalt. Ground and chunked up. So we use it for tons of stuff here. So yeah, I just don't know where I would get that. I mean, there's rock companies and stuff like that deliver rock. So maybe they would have something like that. Yep, we just have to keep on keeping on with all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would be cheaper or not. They get so expensive with that stuff. Would you sell Todd a bunch of video games?
No, I didn't sell a single video game yesterday. I was like,
No.
I didn't sell anything yesterday.
what happened?
Mine all come from the day before.
I sold 2 things and neither one was love. Neither
Ew.
one was a video game.
Man.
So I'm like, maybe the gravy train is
Happened?
slowing down. Yep. Whining
Yeah,
in
until
my
it's not.
cornflakes. Crying in my
You'll be okay.
cornflakes. Whatever that expression
Mhm.
is.
Those games are gonna do okay, and then they're gonna keep selling, and then you're gonna have a couple of lots that are left over that you're gonna have to break down because nobody wants this game with this game or whatever.
Yeah.
Or either that, or you're gonna have a ton of people that are messaging you, and then you'll realize, yeah, I gotta separate these.
Yeah.
But you'll be all right. I'm sure you've already got your money out of all of it, right?
Yeah. Big time.
And are you listing? Did you list consoles yesterday?
No.
You didn't think I'd remember that, did you? You
List
told me
what?
that you were going to list a console yesterday.
Oh,
Thinking about it, but then Gwen came through and said, the yard's getting kind of big. So I went out and mowed. And then I washed the dishes. And then I went out and cleaned the pool. And then I came in and watched some TV, and then I went to bed. I didn't list anything yesterday.
Uh-oh.
So yeah.
That's not good.
It
I
sounds like
didn't
you got
list
tired.
one thing.
I listed 3 things yesterday, and that was it. Check this out. It's an AM FM, or it's an FM radio, but it's also an ink pen with earbuds. I was like, that's kind of cool. I got this stuff all free from when I went to go get that last load of DVDs when my truck decided to crap out. Or should say tap out. I'm done.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta get other stuff done. Other
I gotta
house
do
stuff.
that today.
Yeah, we should
Grass
have mowed
next
the yard
door.
the other day. We should have
I gotta go
mowed the
do that
yard the
before
other
it
day because now
rains.
it's about 3 inches taller than it was.
I'm telling you, that stuff grows when it rains.
It went fast.
I'm trying to,
Seriously, like,
I'm waiting for everything to kind of dry out so I can. I'm hoping
yeah.
I can today, but if not today, it'll be tomorrow.
And then it'll rain again.
Yeah.
As soon as you want to do it, it'll
Yeah.
rain again.
Yeah.
That's my luck, anyways.
It's usually the way it works. It's like, 'cause I
Well,
know
yes.
my grass over there is ankle deep or longer.
Yesterday, because
I'm telling you, it'd probably go up to my knees.
oh,
If I
those
went out there right now.
I already had a number on them, but I had to renumber them because I moved them from my shelves. And so I needed to get that done. So I actually, instead of listing, I did that and I got that part completed. Now I got to put everything away. So, because it was basically defeating the purpose because I was having to go through totes anyway. So now if I can get everything put away in the spot where they need to go, then the process will work and I can utilize it better. But I'm finding out that I'm slowly, well, actually, it's actually coming pretty quick. I'm running out of, I'm at maximum capacity with my clothing racks. So, so I'm gonna have to make a choice and probably add that other rack to my clothing. Another
I was gonna
project.
ask if Walter was doing okay.
Well, okay. So he didn't have the surgery. It was kind of a big cluster mess up, but so they went in, and about a week and a half before that, he had he's 76, or he'll be 76.
Mhm.
And about a week and a half prior to that, he was putting his niece's or his granddaughter's dog, who is a full-grown German Shepherd. What? What are you pointing to, Sally?
Hmm?
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can hear you.
Hmm.
Okay. So anyway, he went to they went to in the morning, they went to go to the surgery. He had hurt his hand and his shoulder. He pulled his shoulder and then hurt his hand, but he didn't tell nobody about that. He didn't tell the doctors about that. So anyway, they went to have the surgery. Well, I guess they're going up to get prepped and everything. And the doctor did not feel comfortable doing the surgery because of he messed up his shoulder and he messed up his his hand. So they sent him down to the ER and got that all checked out. He has bad sprain in his shoulder and his hand. So they sent him home. And so now they have to reschedule everything. So it didn't happen. But yeah. I'm sure that the doctor did the right thing because he was probably concerned that if, because he was having back surgery, he was kind of worried about, whatever he pulled in his shoulder, if it readjusted his back and, he didn't want to touch something that didn't need touching, or if it was worse off than what he thought it was, originally. So they just put it off. Y'all can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Okay. So I don't know what happened to Sally.
He disappeared. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here in a few minutes. I'm gonna have to probably leave about 10:30 and get out there and cut that grass. I was just looking at the radar. We got about 11 o'clock, 11:15. We got a big storm moving in, so I want to get it cut over there so I don't get yelled at, and I won't have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, where's everybody going? They just like disappeared.
I don't know. What happened to Sally? She's gone.
Yeah, she couldn't hear, and then so I guess she left and coming back in to try to fix it.
Yeah, she's having trouble with her computer. Her computer is
More
really
trouble than it's worth.
small. I mean, she just got it. It's a new
That's what I'm saying. It's new, and she's already having problems with it.
But she said what was weird is that because they had some kind of subscription or something on there for like, I don't know, it was like $5 a month or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Said as soon as she canceled that, and she said as soon as they canceled that, that's when she started having trouble.
Oh, see, that's bull crap. They shouldn't be able to mess with her computer because of that.
Right?
I'd be throwing a fit.
Yep. And she bought it directly from Dell.
It's crazy.
Call them. Give them tech. So,
I tell you what, I am loving that new GoPro. I didn't really want to come off the money, but I've been buying these little $20 things, that the action cameras. They're like 20 or whatever. And they felt good. You just can't get you cannot get or I couldn't. It wouldn't format the SD card for my iPad or my iPhone. And that's how I do my editing, is through that, because I don't like Windows, editing. And I didn't want to have to put a big program on this computer because it's already got OBS on it, and that's a huge program.
right.
So I thought, so I piddled around for a while, and I finally decided to get the 7, and I can control it from my phone and everything. And it has an app that comes with it. So when you record on the camera, it automatically goes to the app on your phone. So you can store it to your camera roll on your phone, and then I can send it over to my iPad through an AirDrop. And I love it. It's like, woo, I kind of like that. So I didn't know everybody's using GoPros. I thought, well, I don't know if I can afford a GoPro. And I thought, I can now. I'm gonna go ahead and buy myself one. And I don't normally buy
I haven't even
myself.
figured out how to use mine yet.
Oh yeah, you got the 7 also?
I got an 8.
Oh, you got the 8. I've almost bought the 8. And I thought, how much am I going to actually use it to go that extra $200? But now that I got this one, I kind of wish I would have went with the 8, but this is still a really good camera and I love it. And I've already got attachments galore from all the other cameras I bought, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
So
that's
I've got the
great.
shoulder mounts, I've got window mounts and things like that. So, and I've got the audio, the boom, and the big what they call it, the whisper or the shotgun microphone and all that, and all the attachments for that. So I'm like, wow, I liked it. It's worth the money. So, except for this light, I'm trying to use this light to blinded the shit crap out of me. I was like, God. I couldn't see for an hour after I did all these little sparkly things. I was like, God, that's a good little light. Somebody got cha-ching. I heard it. I heard
What
it.
was that?
Wasn't mine. Had been one of you all.
Wasn't me.
I sold some little white farm kids.
You sold some little white farm kids.
Yeah,
Somebody
that's what my
popping
son
in.
called those home interior figurines.
Little white farm kids. Oh, let's see. Yeah, Teresa's the one talked me into finally getting that camera. She said, all the money you spent on them little crappy little cameras you got now and all the SD cards you bought for them, you could have already bought one of these. I'm like, shut up. Don't remind me. She says, here you are trying to save a buck and you can't even use it. Aha, there you are. I said, I hate when she's right. You know, I have to admit it.
Yeah. My
She's not happy right now because Mike DeWine, our governor, just mandated that all nursing homes are to be, all the resident, or not residents, but the employees are to mandatorily have the COVID-19 test.
Just
And
barely.
she has,
Just
she
barely.
has terrible anxiety. And so she is worried to death. It starts Monday. The National Guard's going to every nursing home and making them have to take the test. You know, they shove that thing up your nose and scratch your brain with it. So she's a little worried about that.
Yeah.
She said, I should have a right to say yes or no about something like that. She said, if we don't have a fever or any symptoms, why should we have to take the test? So, so now she's worried about that. It's got her
Yeah.
all Twitter pated. Which I understand. I get it. I don't have anxiety like she does, but I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got terrible panic attacks to the point where she wants to go to the hospital. They're so bad.
Mm.
I used to just tell her to breathe, you know, just breathe. And she's like,
Yeah. I mean, when you're expecting something like that, you're expecting that it's going to be, you know, an awful experience. I mean, it just really takes a toll on your body. And
she's terrified. And somebody with that much anxiety, there's not much you could do for them. You just have to help talk them through it.
I'm about to throw this damn thing out the fucking window.
She's back.
That pisses me off.
I hear you.
Brandon
Somebody-
did work on it yesterday because there's a glitch with Windows 10.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, all of a sudden it'll tell me, okay, my headphones is disconnected. It says you are disconnected. And then I know that my shit's going to shut down. And it just gives me a big blue screen with a sad
It
face.
shouldn't be doing that either. It should not do that at all.
This
Should be
is
on
a
a
new
brand
tower.
I know. That's what I'm
This is
saying.
a
It should not do that.
directly from Dell.
Welcome to
And,
my-
huh?
I said, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Good old
I'm
Dell.
I'm not gonna promote them anymore, that's for sure.
Well,
I used Dell for years, and then I finally switched over to HP. I got tired of their crap.
Is there a way for you to return that? Get a refund?
I'm
fine.
thinking that there's gonna be.
I mean,
so here
you
Malik
do
did
have-
a real big rant video about buying a laptop for his wife and it didn't work right and trouble trying to get the company to make good on it and stuff. And man,
Oh, really?
he was F-bombing the company and all sorts of other words. I'm not even sure what all of them meant. He was mad. He was slamming his fist on his desk.
oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Said, I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm livid. Anyway,
Yeah, it's not working for me.
but it's working right now.
Well, yeah, for how long though? Yesterday
Yeah.
I had 3 shutdowns
Okay.
yesterday.
That's one
And
too many.
I thought after Brandon was done with it and everything, that was probably around 4 p.m. I didn't have anything else happen
Mhm.
and until right now.
So it's still doing it clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fixed. He had to go into my files and stuff and delete a couple of things. You know, he looked it up online, there's glitch with Windows 10, you got to put this fix in or whatever.
Mhm.
And so he did that and obviously didn't fix it. Yeah, I sent him pictures of the sad face. Fish and Pickens says I bought a Lenovo ThinkPad P73 i9.
Mhm.
Feels like it's on steroids. Yeah, and any other time it's super fast because I don't have anything on it. I mean it's basically empty. So
Yeah.
there's nothing that should be using it, for the majority of, like the space and stuff. It has a terabyte of space, which, I don't have anything on this computer, so
Yeah.
that can be it.
I mean, it has gotten to the place where before I start the show every morning, I do that cleaner.
You do.
I do it every morning.
Yeah.
And sometimes
Yeah, it should just give me the
Oh, she gone again. Oh, now she's really going to be mad.
yep. You're gonna be dropping some F-bombs here in a minute.
Yeah.
Close your ears.
Okay.
About to hear it. We're about to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, here it should be a pretty nice weekend here. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I'm probably just gonna stick around home and Martin, man. I'm still working on this pile of clothes.
Right, Hank? I had to throw the whole thing out. Uh, yeah, you saw a cat. Oh, darn cats.
It's just bothering him, harassing him.
Those outdoor cats, when one of them goes into heat, I mean, they're fighting all the time. She got 2 more of them spayed, so it hasn't been as bad lately.
Yeah.
We're harboring one right now. The lady brought back that they couldn't tame, so it's one of the litters from one of the mates from one of the litters that our neighbor had, and they left.
Yeah.
So the lady brought it back so it could be with its litter mates because it will not tame for nothing. She's as feral as can be.
Huh.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I'm
bring
finding
her
out
back.
cats are a little bit like people. They all have different personalities.
They do. We got a cross-eyed cat. We got poor thing. He's half blind and cross-eyed at the same time. Poor old guy. But people just, they bring them and drop them off, and we take
Yeah.
them and get them fixed, and they come back and we feed them between me and a couple other neighbors. Then we got a neighbor that gets them as kittens but doesn't get them fixed. And as soon as they're not kittens anymore, she puts them outside. So they end up getting pregnant from other people's. So then we end up taking them and getting them fixed.
Yeah.
It's like good. It's like a never-ending cycle.
Mm.
But we work with the Ohio Alley Cat Rescue, and they fix them for free. So, and if they can adopt, if we can get them when they're young enough to where they can be adopted out, they'll take them and get them adopted out. So we don't
Yeah.
bring them all back. Just every now and then we have to bring 1 or 2 back with us because they're adults or something like that. But it helps keep the population down, and the cats help keep the mice out. So it's a win-win for us. Because living in the country, you have a lot of mice. We have
My
no
brother-
rats, nothing like that.
My brother's wife has a sister that single lady, about 72, 3 years old. And she adopts and spays every cat in Bell County.
Wow.
She has had a fancy nursing career. I don't know, one of the best paying nursing careers, and she did it for like 40 years. So she has bought nearly every house on her block and dedicated all the ones except the ones she lives in to keeping cats in.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has like 200 cats.
Jesus criminy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she only keeps like 25 of them in her house, but
Oh.
Does she walk around singing memory?
I know it's like that's her thing. I mean, that's
her hobby, it
life.
sounds like.
She can't, I mean,
She really is a cat lady.
she can't leave and go on a trip, even though she's probably, her savings accounts are probably over $1 million.
Wow.
But
And she'll
all
probably
she
leave it to a
does is
cat
just-
rescue.
all she does is just, yeah. My brother says, she's going to wind up donating all the money she would have for someone's inheritance
Mhm.
to cats in some way.
Yeah.
That's something else, I tell you.
Are you all right?
Mad.
That's a lot of cats.
I'm really mad.
Well, send it back and get them to send you another one.
Yeah. Say, hey, this thing's a piece of crap.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the thing too, is if you send it back, what I mean, what guarantees that the other one's not going to do the same dang thing?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there is no guarantee on that.
Mm-mm.
You just keep sending them back until you get one that works. I guess.
Well,
That
this
makes
is the
sense.
thing. Like, it's not supposed to be the computer that's having the problem. It's supposed to be the Windows 10 that's having the problem. Which I'm gonna get Windows 10 in whatever I
Right.
get from them. You know. So
Carol Baskin. No, she doesn't have tigers. She has feral cats.
Did you see that somebody posted on Facebook about how they used to say you're cruising for a bruising, and now you're asking for a baskin?
mhm. Hey, did you see that picture
Which one?
of it's the it's the new thing. It's like the Carol Baskin's first husband that disappeared.
Uh-huh.
Like somebody put his picture alongside of the picture of what's that guy's name? Daryl or something? The one that that Joe got into it with, and then he ended up giving him the company.
Oh yeah, that the
They
guy with
did they did a side by side, and the guy looks the same.
the.
It looks like he's the same guy.
Jeez.
Yes.
Hmm.
So Tiger King adopted her first husband. That's weird.
Well, okay, so yeah.
You know, right? I
And
mean,
Well, they
says-
never did find his body either, so
No, they
I
don't.
can't hear you. What'd you say?
he's not technically
There.
dead, right. But he's
Yeah,
not-
I'm hearing you. You're kind of cutting out a little bit.
he's not technically dead.
Yeah. I think I seen that, Sally, but I can't remember.
I'm trying to find it.
What was his name? He's the one with the ball. What was his name? Don't remember.
Dang it, I'm trying to find it.
Is
that better?
much better.
Yeah.
I tried I mean, they're, it seems like they're charging okay, so.
Well,
We'll-
It kind of when you don't wear them, when you don't have your headphones on, you kind of sound like you're in a drum.
right.
You're kind of talking like this. You sound like wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown's teacher.
You know, it's been a constant battle with these things. It's either all or nothing, you know.
Get you a Blue Yeti. I love mine. That was a birthday present of last year, so I didn't buy that for myself.
Okay, I'm gonna try to screen. I was gonna try to screen share, but then it said host disabled participant screen sharing.
Huh?
What?
So you
Mhm.
gotta change it over like you did the other day, Valerie.
Jeff Lowe.
Hang on.
That's the guy's name on it, Jeff Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Thank you.
It should let you do that automatically. I shouldn't have to go in and change that every single day.
I know.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the
Wow.
resemblance.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm. Look at the eyes are the same.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what, maybe
that
the
is
eyes and
freaky.
nose. Yeah.
That is so weird.
I mean, right to the smile line, he as also is the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's a subtle difference in the nose, but a plastic surgeon could have done that
Oh,
Yep.
sure. Huh.
because the bridge of the nose is wider on Jeff than it is on the other guy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But the eyes don't lie.
No.
You can't change. I mean, you can change the color, but you can't change the eyeballs themselves. They look about
Yeah.
the same to me. It's a possibility. I'm surprised they haven't ordered a DNA test to see who he is to
Yeah.
be sure,
True.
because that's an open case.
Yep.
So if I were,
Actually, it's not open.
oh, they closed it.
Well, yeah, after 10 years of him being missing, I think.
Yeah, but it's
They-
a cold. It's considered a cold case, really, because it's not really been solved. So it can be reopened. If
Mm.
somebody were to start digging, they can and actually get that right there and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
there is a subtle resemblance there. We better look into that."
Isn't that the thing? Like after so long of a missing person, if they're not,
They're considered dead.
yeah, they can get like a death certificate. And
Yeah,
everything.
and who's to say that wasn't the whole plan in the first place
That's true.
for her to get a hold of his
True that.
property? That's one way to do it.
She's not a stupid woman.
No, she's not. So I mean, it could have been all part of her plan.
Yep. True
So-
enough.
They found a second cousin of mine after 23 years last year.
Really?
He was
That's cool.
dead in the woods.
Hmm.
And
He had been there for 23 years.
yeah, my cousin, who's the mom, always thought that he was on some covert operation because he had been in the military in the past.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
But my brother thinks that no, he just went hunting or something and he was always kind of a loner,
Hmm.
kind of almost a vagrant type,
Mm-hmm.
just wandered around, never owned
A transient.
kind of, yeah. And my brother thinks he just got lost in the woods one day and broke his leg or something and died, and
Yeah.
but my cousin, his mom had just been kind of, oh, we think he's on some secret mission to Cuba or something, something. She
Hmm.
worked up stories in her mind, but I guess that was her way to cope.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sent his remains back and they had zero cause of death. He was just, but they found his ID or something with the remains. So
That's crazy.
and then they buried him in the military
Arlington.
Arlington, Texas. Yeah.
One of these days I want to go there.
Not the one on the East Coast, the Arlington, Texas one, which is confusing. It's kind of like there's two Arlington National Cemeteries.
Right.
So he died in Texas then.
No, he died in Florida.
Oh, in Florida.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe he was attacked by Carol Baskin's tigers.
Maybe. Maybe. That's crazy. Huh.
But yeah,
I'm trying to
after
see. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying after his Air Force, I think it was Air Force stint, he just kind of wandered around doing odd jobs for people and stuff.
Off the grid.
Kinda, yeah. There wasn't much of a grid to be on like 25 years ago, really. You could
Yeah.
disappear more easily. You look like you walked 10 miles, Quinn. She came in from her walk and she sounds like,
Be careful. Tread lightly there, mister.
sounds like the dogs after they've been out in the heat.
Where's your cast iron frying pan
Cha-ching.
there? Quinn?
Thunk.
Mhm.
Take you a nice long nap.
To make you sleep with the fishes
Mhm.
with them
Mhm.
concrete shoes. Glub glub glub.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
see. I'm
Throw
trying
me
to
in the
see
deep
if
end
this
of the pool.
trying to see if this is gonna stop this from shutting down. You know that Zoom, whenever you open Zoom, the Zoom meeting, it'll pull up a page and it'll say open Zoom meetings,
Mhm.
and then it'll open it on the other side of my computer. It'll actually open the page whenever you accept the thing, and then I never usually close that other page. I usually leave it open because I thought I had to,
Ow.
Mhm.
but you don't have to
Right.
because I closed it. So I'm gonna see if that maybe keeps it from shutting down.
Maybe. I mean, just like I know that Maggie had trouble when with her computer and everything, and she said that they had told her that it was because of the Zoom program. So I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Julie said we got construction going on in our court today. Going to try to get AJ's birthday pictures in front of one of the
Oh,
trucks today.
Julie says we've got construction going on in our court today. Going to try and get AJ's birthday pictures in front of one of the.
I just hear the same thing like twice in a
I'm like, am I here? Did I disappear? Where am I?
Oh,
I'm
Sally's
confused.
gone again.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gone again. Oh man.
Little
She
parrot.
didn't hear you read that. It's your turn to read it, Laurie. We got construction going on in our court today. Going to try and get birthday
Sorry.
pictures in front of one of the trucks today.
Toddy want a cracker?
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Well, hello.
Texas
What do you
Val is
want?
going to her mom's today for her weekly visit.
Bambi must.
Have a great weekend, Val. There's Q-Tip.
Bambi must be mad at me. She ain't been in here all morning.
Oh.
Either that or she's too warm because I got it cold enough to hang meat in here. She's like, I ain't going in there. I'm staying under my blankie.
Yeah, have a great weekend.
I had to fix the fence. This little butt got out the other day. Luckily,
Oh,
we were all
no.
sitting in front of the barn. We had half the yard fenced off for them to be able to play out in the yard, and he got through the lattice. He busted right through it. So I had to go get some wire fencing and fix all that. He can't get out now, can you? He wanted to be out there where we were at.
Say, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
I'll find another spot.
Yeah. Oh,
Todd, you got garage sales this weekend?
I can put my own foot in my mouth on occasion, but I don't need yours in there. Okay.
Todd, you got garage
No, not
sales?
really.
No?
No,
Really?
there's like 2 on the Waco map, and I'm like, I ain't going up there for 2.
Yeah.
And one of the 2 is like a rummage sale kind of a deal, but I don't know. No, and I don't need more junk.
Well, I hear you there.
I need to go on a buying hiatus. I need to get all this stuff sold so I can have the cash out of what I got laying around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You need. Ooh, God.
yeah, I'm not planning on going anywhere for looking for stuff. I have no intentions of doing that, but you know,
Boy.
I always say
So,
that, yeah, never say never.
do you think we're gonna have a summer slowdown like past years, or is the
I
C word gonna change everything and we might have a better summer
I think we might have a better one because the
That's-
amusement parks are all shut down.
or even a worse one?
I would say if I had to choose, I mean not choose, but I think we're gonna have a better year. I think it's gonna be busier this year. Oh,
Up, cha-ching.
sprinkling
Get it.
of the devil there.
Spanking to the devil. But yeah, I think some things will sell a lot better, and some things, like if you got baseball bats,
Another one.
That was just I just received it or I
Oh.
approved it.
I don't think team sports equipment's gonna sell very good right now.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Golf clubs might, because you
Golf
can play that by
clubs.
yourself.
Yeah.
I think
I could see the
She's in the
smoke
green
coming.
room.
I could see the smoke coming out, billowing out of your. I think it's your ears.
I've just about sold out of bicycle parts, so people are getting out on their bicycles, and
Yep.
those sold really good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Breath stinks, mister. I gotta brush your teeth. Get down.
Tools sell well, Mike says. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I have I mean, I've had slowdowns, but I have never really experienced like a super summer slowdown type of thing. And I think that's because I have a little bit of everything in my store,
Mm-hmm.
and I've never like just stopped listing, one or 2 days, here and there, but I'm a big believer in, you gotta at least get something listed. You can't finish the day and not
Get it.
have something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I have had summer slowdowns, but I think most of that was caused because I would take a week vacation or go to a family event or when Gwen's home in the summer, I spend a little more time with her than I do during her school year and stuff
Sure.
like that. So she may not like it like that.
Shutting
but
down
there you
again.
go. Dang it.
Yeah, Mike says discretionary funds will be low. Look for things people need more than things people want. That's true. That is true. That's why, I would just want to have a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
To have a good variety of stuff. So I'm really just listening through it, and I mean, I'm not seeing that right now. I'm seeing pretty good sales every day. So
Yeah, it seemed like your sales have been just trudging along fine.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
Did you do your reset yesterday?
I did.
Good.
Yep. I do it
I need to think about doing that, but I'm just too lazy.
every Thursday and reset and reset my sale. I'll do a sale, and then I do my promoted listings, and I like it because since it's on a Thursday, I like it because it just kind of sets me up for the weekend too. So
Yep.
I don't know. It's working so far, so I'm gonna stick with it. That's right, Mike. A lot of jobs are not coming back, but there's going to be a lot. I think I would say if somebody was looking to open a business, this would be probably a good time to do it. If
Mhm.
if they got the money. So I think there's going to be a lot of jobs that are lost, but I think there's going to be a lot of jobs that are going to open up.
Where's Sissy? Where's Bambi?
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
read a
That's just
report yesterday
Hold on a
that
minute.
said
Wait a minute.
jobless claims have leveled off, and now they're not gaining any more like they were back in March and April.
sure.
But all that said, 25% of the workforce is idle,
Mm-hmm.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, some people had 2 jobs.
Right.
So if they lost one job, that 25% may not be exactly right because they're still
Yeah.
working. They're just doing something different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get off here, guys. These guys wanting to go outside, so they're
Okay.
driving me crazy. I gotta go get my
Alrighty.
grass cut before it
Yeah.
rains. So
It's almost
I will
that time anyway.
see you all Monday.
Okie dokie. Have
Bye,
a good weekend.
Lori.
Yep. Have a good one. Bye, Sally. If you ever come back on.
Poor
Bye,
Sally.
everybody.
I don't know. I just, you gotta keep a positive outlook and try to, I don't know, don't stop believing. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
All those song titles.
hmm Yeah, I need to just list all weekend.
I don't know.
That's what I need to be doing.
It depends on how I feel tomorrow, or probably not today, but maybe tomorrow I might go to the shooting range. But I don't know. I kind of just do it on a whim more than plan it out,
hmm
Just like when I went on storm chasing that day, it's just I got the message on my phone and I was like, let's go. And I mean, I didn't check my hair, I didn't check my makeup, probably didn't even have any makeup on. And then I put the dogs outside and got my keys and left, But
I
that was
don't think
fun.
a storm is gonna mind if your hair's messed up.
No, but I mean, I was going to be on camera, so
Yeah.
I thought it would be a good, good information.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Oh, Sally. I hope you have a good day. Don't let the computer get you down.
I thought she would have come back in on her phone or something, but whatever.
She's probably just mad now.
She messaging you.
She's done. Well, she's putting on in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, I understand. I understand your pain because for such a long time I did that, and it was horrible. It was really very frustrating, and you feel like you can't do anything. You know, you don't get no movement. You don't get, you can't do the things that you want to do, and it's a brand new computer. I
Yeah.
get it. My computer has done that ever since I had it.
Yeah.
It's given me, there's been issues, so I don't know. Like I said, I run that cleaner every morning before I do the show, and that seems to help, but I don't know. It still acts up. I just try to deal with it, I guess. So, alrighty. Well, I guess it's time to say goodbye.
See you Monday. Have a good weekend.
You too. I don't know why I keep yawning. Ugh. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Get lots of sales. Get lots of listing done. We'll see you guys on Monday, and take care.